Okay, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Those Nerds You Know. My name is Ethan.
I'm Eddy.
And we are Those Nerds You Know.
Hello.
And I really hope that this sounds super seamless and perfect for everyone.
It's not going to.
So trying so hard to figure out how to record from other sides of the country. People do it, I know they do, and I'll figure it out eventually, but it might be rough for a couple weeks, guys, just so y'all know.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be alright. The two of you that listen will be fine.
I got a couple of my friends interested in it, so.
Oh, good.
Hello, friends.
Hello, Eddie's friends. I've shared it with a couple of people since moving out. So the news, for everyone that doesn't know, is I recently moved across the country to Los Angeles.
Big LA.
The big ol' LA to pursue some opportunities I have out here. So we are currently recording, or attempting to record, on opposite sides of the country. And hopefully that'll work out. And we shall see.
We'll see.
But yeah, enough about that. What are we talking about today, Eddie?
Some dark leopards, maybe. No, Black Panther.
No, I think you mean a Black Panther. We're talking about the Black Panther movie. Yeah. The single greatest Marvel film ever.
Oh yeah. Well, no.
It's a good film. I like it a lot. I rather enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind seeing it again if I wasn't penny pinching as much as I am at the moment. I probably would have already seen it again.
Poor people.
Look here.
Become a poor person living in Los Angeles.
Yeah, no, everyone here is poor unless you're significantly rich. But other than that,
then you live in Anaheim.
I guess
the outskirts of Los Angeles.
Truth, yeah. I mean, there are plenty of expensive things around here too, but like most of what I've run into is like these big I've seen a couple of times I've looked at what I assumed was a large house, but really it's just a bunch of apartments.
Yeah, I can see that.
Whole bunch of roomies, whole bunch of people living together to keep their costs down.
Or manageable because it doesn't keep anything down.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, accurate. So stuff. Ooh. Things are so expensive here, Eddie. It's ridiculous. Like just basic.
I believe it. I've
food
been there.
And things. It's
a bottle of juice, $3, please.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What?
Yeah, no, it's nuts. So
for the record, Louisiana's line of poverty is much lower than California's. Anywhere in California, not probably, but California's really big. But
yeah, that's true.
Los Angeles definitely lower.
Yeah. Anyways, so we've both seen Black Panther this week, I think, or recently, within the past 7 days for both of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel? What's basic feels of this movie? How do you feel about it?
So I like to categorize Marvel films like in two different categories.
Mm-hmm.
One being
tiers.
Funny and one being serious.
Oh.
And while some do fit in both, I think this is more of a funny film.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of like weird humor in it, and funny isn't bad, of course. It's just it's more humorous than there is action, I guess.
Okay, so you felt the humorous tones overshadowed the serious tones in it.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if I would fully agree with that, but it was funnier than I was expecting, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I think from the trailers, it was really going to set up to be like this really intense, cool, slightly dark action movie. But there is it has that Marvel charm where it has a whole lot of jokes and funny bits. And it has more, I guess, more than you would expect. More than maybe Iron Man or Doctor Strange or like any of other, sort of single solo character origin movies. Maybe they're moving more towards the Thor Ragnarok feel.
Yeah, and that's what I felt like. It was very much more Thor Ragnarok than Iron Man. Or is that right? Yeah, that's Iron Man. Iron Man had a few funny moments, but I felt that it was more serious toned than anything else.
Yeah, definitely.
But like there were some serious parts in Black Panther, of course, but and it was a good movie. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just less serious, it seemed.
Yeah, I guess in some parts, yeah. I feel like it had a lot of really serious moments and a lot of points where it was trying to be super duper serious. That's didn't always work for me.
Yeah.
But overall, I loved the film. It was really
Yeah.
fun. It was a good time. It was
Definitely necessary for the movie world.
yes,
Because,
accurate.
You know, the whole social debacle of people of color films not doing as well as they should, you know,
Right.
which is unfortunate. But I think this is a really good step in the right direction
Accurate.
of,
And
of those sorts.
it did
of
really
things.
well. Did
Oh
really
yeah,
well with
it's
its
like
opening
the
weekend.
second,
It's doing great.
the second best opening weekend. Second,
Yeah, something like that.
second week, second best opening. There we go. Something like that. No, it's doing really good. It's like second most out of all time. So
It's doing good. So which is a good sign.
absolutely.
I felt so okay. I'm trying to think of how we want to do this. We'll do our normal thing where we'll go through it, but like I just feel like I got to get a couple things out of the way first.
Okay.
One, so my problems or my issues with the film, or with a few things in it.
Okay.
One being there were so many special effects. There was so much computer generated stuff.
Yeah.
I feel that some of it lost its polish.
Especially the rhinos. The rhinos were weirdly like
Particularly
computery.
the rhinos. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
indeed.
is
like
weird.
the first time I
'cause
saw one, I was like, "That's a CG rhino."
Are rhinos
Next to these
real?
Real people. Yeah. Like I'm just like, what's going on? And I don't know. And just like some of the space areas they were in, or when there were like big robots or anything would move around them or close to them, like it was real obvious that was CG, where it hasn't always been the case in Marvel films. Like it wasn't, some of it just wasn't as polished, and I think some of that's just due to the amount of them.
Yeah.
The amount of the effects is just, some of it's not going to look great if you're doing so much of it, and yeah, oof, yeah. So some of it wasn't my favorite. He looked good. I feel like the Black Panther suit looked great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other visual things. Claw's arm was cool.
Mm-hmm. I
I
thought the like virtual car driving was really cool too.
Oh yes, that was sweet. Yeah, that did look very, very good.
Because that's not something you see in Marvel movies. It's like the advanced tech of actually controlling a car via video game.
Super, super cool. Yeah, that was a fun sequence too. And then later on they applied it to the planes and stuff, which was cool. Really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was some. There were just moments where like I distinctly remember moments where, again, spoilers for all of this. The villain, after he is king, he's like standing out and like looking over. He's standing on a platform somewhere and looking over all the ammunitions and things that are getting packed up to leave. And there's just like this big haul of missiles or something that comes up the wall and sort of stops at the bottom of the screen. You barely see it, but it's like it's so obvious that that's not actually there in front of them.
Oh.
I'm just like, that's so weird looking.
Yeah.
It just took me out of it. So that's a gripe I have. How do you feel about the villain?
I thought he was all right. You know, he's definitely not the best, but he wasn't the worst. He was kind of average in terms of villainy. I do like my villains. He just seemed kind of thrown at us.
Yeah.
And
he definitely... I agree that he wasn't the worst.
But...
I agree, and also, but I do agree with you also that he was just kind of thrown at us, and it's just another. To me, I've talked about this. I mentioned this before, and it's just another case of daddy issues in the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
and I'm like, why does this keep showing up? Why does this keep popping up? It's correct. Just another case of a guy being mad at another guy for something that their dad did, and a relative trying to take over or get revenge on someone else. Like we saw it in Thor, we saw it in Luke Cage, and then so many other people have daddy issues. Like Iron Man has it. It's just
Gamora from Guardians.
Yes, exactly. Freaking Peter.
Peter Quill.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, the whole like we're gonna learn about Rocket Raccoon's dad.
Yeah,
He was
probably
like, oh no,
so.
he gave him up to experiment on or something.
Gosh. Yeah, I was just like, what is... So, like, just more of that, I was just like, like, why couldn't it just be a rival? Like, it was, like, it was, we saw in the beginning that it would have been easy to set up just a rival to the Black Panther, because there was one.
Yeah.
And it's like, but we had to tie it back into his dad somehow and ruin everybody's feelings about this character's dad. I'm just like, well...
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, I guess his dad was pretty justified in at least killing his brother, but not... I don't agree that he shouldn't have left the kid there. That was really dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's very colorful too. I really like the colors that they used. Like, you'd think that, just a jungly area would be greenish, but like the sequences, in all the sequences, it was very colorful, especially whenever he did whenever he ate the purple, or the heart herb, and he went into the ancestral area. Yeah. Like, that was beautiful. I thought they did that amazingly.
Gorgeous, yeah.
With the aurora borealises and stuff in the sky.
Yeah.
It was very colorful.
It was very cool. The movie is pretty stunning, outside of the couple of gripes that I had with it that I mentioned. But yeah, looks real good. Do I have other gripes? I don't feel like Black Panther got a whole lot of moments to like really shine.
Yeah, I can see that. Which
was unfortunate. Like he looked good in like the car chase and early on in the movie. Mm-hmm. But I mean, for the most part, we see him outside of his suit, depowered in a lot of his fights.
Yeah.
Also, it's just...
Well, aside from the, like, after the casino part where they chased him down.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, outside of that part that I mentioned.
Oh, okay.
He just...
I thought you meant, like, when in the, whenever he was going after his ex-girlfriend, the princess.
Oh, that part. That part was cool. I'm sorry. That's not the part I mentioned. I forgot about that part. But it was very cool. So we see that, and then we see the part when they're in Korea.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, outside of that... He's not in a suit as much as I would have preferred him to be.
Yeah. That's not necessarily a bad thing, I think, though. Because it's learning more about the person in the suit.
True.
So.
That's a true thing. But I just want Black Panther to beat people up.
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably get a lot of that in Infinity War.
Yes, I'm hoping we will.
Like, a ton. Because I've heard there's, like, going to be tons of Wakanda stuff in it. So.
Yeah, it seems like there will be. I assume you saw both of the after credit things?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
I did.
How'd you like seeing that Bucky?
It was okay, I guess. I was like, hey, they got an arm for him. From
just gonna put Claw's arm on it.
No, I mean from the white guy. What's his name? The evil guy. You just said his name. Like, oh my
Claw.
god, what's his name? Yeah, Claw. There we go.
Yeah,
you did. Okay. Yep. So anyway,
Andy Serkis.
Yeah, no, I got it. But yeah, just put his arm on Bucky. It'll be fine.
Yeah, be A-okay. I wonder if it would be shorter. Like if they're different different heights, you just like have a smaller arm on one side.
I'm pretty sure that she could fix that if that was the case.
Nah, absolutely.
Just have a little stubby arm. Like,
weld this into his shoulder. He's got this little tiny arm for the rest of your life.
Good.
Better than nothing. But yeah, I get, like, I was thinking about it sort of slightly comedically, I guess, after the movie. I was like, man, this isn't, he's not a very good Black Panther. He wasn't able to track down or completely capture the guy that killed his dad, or supposedly killed his dad, Bucky.
Yeah.
He was, however, able to keep the actual assailant from shooting himself at the end of Civil War. So, I mean, I guess that was okay. But he's just
It's just a regular guy.
Yeah, he's just a guy. I mean, he was like a sort of like a special agent kind of guy, but I mean, again, not something that you would have had difficulty handling. Like, this, and then in this, like, yeah, he beats the first guy, but he can't beat the second guy, and then he lets Claw go as well. Like, he just has a rough time of it, and just doesn't. Without his Black Panther powers and his suit, he can't do a whole lot. And even with his suit,
it's whatever, man.
He still can't do a whole lot.
He's got people to rule and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just I do expect and hope to see a lot more of him, and I'm excited to see a lot more of him. Yeah. So, but he's cool. I love the design. Love all the tech. How did you like him and his family relations with his sister and his mom and all that?
His science sister. She was a scientist, so right. I thought they shared some pretty good chemistry on scene. Do you disagree?
No, I liked it.
Okay.
I liked her inclusion.
This is in your griping area, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, that's right. We can go into I'm pretty much done with my griping. Okay. Let's talk about the movie itself. So the movie starts off with him getting crowned king because T'Chaka's dead.
Yes, because he was killed in a previous terrorist attack on the UN.
During Civil War by the instigator of the Civil War. Who
is that, though?
Zemo, or whatever his name was. Was that his name? Zemo?
I don't know. I actually don't.
I'm pretty sure that was his name.
I'm bad with names, Ethan. You know this.
This is true. That's accurate. And so we open up on that. He's becoming the king. We have a cool little ritual where he fights anybody that wants to also be king without the Panther powers.
They have a convenient juice to drink to take away the power.
Indeed.
They restore it after for whoever wins.
Yep, exactly. He gets to go to a really cool astral plane and talk with his dad, which I thought was really neat.
And previous Black Panthers, maybe.
Yes, true. All of the Black Panthers, because the Black Panther is a mantle that is passed down to the king.
Yeah.
Although it seems like he had the mantle of Black Panther prior to the king dying.
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah.
Seems like it.
So. Maybe once the king gets too old but ain't dead yet, he'll just give it to somebody.
Yeah.
Probably his son. But what if he doesn't have a son?
Questions.
But anyway, so yeah, that's where we're at. And but the problem is we've got some guy looking for vibranium, working with Claw, and we end up learning that this person is from Wakanda somehow, but they don't know about him, which is a strange thing because Wakanda's usually pretty up and up on who's Wakandan and who's not. This is the villain we mentioned earlier. He ends up being cousin. Yes. He's Homeboy's cousin. T'Challa's first cousin. Because he is the son of King T'Chaka's brother, whose name I don't recall. And whose name you probably don't recall.
He wasn't important.
Yeah. So I'm all right with the villain's motive. It seems fairly okay. But
it's basically kind of a Simba moment where he wants to come back into his promised land, and but on the other spectrum of evil and good.
Yes, but he's a bad guy. So
he's a bad guy.
Yeah, he's just sort of like a lost kid of this nation.
Who's been training all his life.
Yeah,
in the army, apparently.
Yeah, he was a super awesome agent person.
Assassin,
he was he was in the army. I don't know what
Secret Ops.
Secret Ops. There you go.
Yeah, something like that.
Learned a lot.
He wouldn't be able to kill people unless he was like that.
Yeah,
he'd gotten all those.
That's right. He scars himself every time he
kills
kills someone. They called him the Killmonger. Oh, name drop.
man, original.
They called him the Call of Duty man. They called him Master Chief. Well, Master Chief's an actual rank, but that's in the Navy, I'm pretty sure.
Fighting game references.
Yeah.
Rather, first-person shooter references instead.
Yeah. So he comes back essentially to take the throne and to make Wakanda do what it should have been doing, which was inciting insurrection all over the world.
Yep.
But he claims he does have a noble, or a somewhat noble thing. It's like to free people from bondage and from tyranny and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm. But with violence and overthrowing other governments and stuff, which is
with the worst way possible. Yeah, yeah.
It's very noble cause, except that how you go about it.
Yeah, and which is cool because I like being able to see the juxtaposition of the way he wants to interact with other countries and the way Homeboy's homegirl wants to interact with other countries.
Yeah,
I'm not going to remember her name at all, but the love interest of this film for T'Challa. She wants to reach out with humanitarian aid and different things of that nature to other countries and help them that way, which is like, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah. And let's give them, medicine and technology to improve life, not better nukes. So
better guns and stuff,
sonic cannons and crap. So yeah, which is eventually what happens, which is really interesting. That's another interesting thing to me, that what happens is that this is a very rich character that does seem to sort of use his riches at least at the end of this movie to sort of right some of his wrongs and things, which like
just something other people can't say who have riches and stuff.
Yeah. It's just like yeah. It just seems like it's something that like Iron Man like kind of wishes he could do, which he totally would be within his power to do. He just doesn't.
Yeah. Thanks, Tony.
He did pay for like tons of students' projects at MIT. That's cool and all, but he also created Ultron and
and his army of suits and stuff after saying he wasn't going to do it again.
That's true. He just needs to take a step back, I feel.
Just calm down, Mr.
Yeah. Just make other people some suits. Like Spider-Man.
Yeah, right.
That was cool.
I'm
excited to see that. Or the Hulk, yeah, surely. I'm excited to see that. So, but here, he does eventually sort of go about trying to right the wrongs of his predecessors by providing schools and outreach programs in California. Which is cool. But
find
anyways,
some Wakandan stuff, Mr. Ethan.
Yeah. So it's a big villain guy comes in. He's like he kills Claw, brings Claw in. Oh, that's an interesting that happened thing. Like he sort of ends up playing to the guy who is he's the guy that seems to be the leader of the tribe that is in control, that controls, I guess, the border of Wakanda. The guy with the rhinos.
Yeah.
His people seem to be the ones that, I guess, care for livestock and make sure no one comes into the country that doesn't need to be in the country.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. He was like the outer guard of Wakanda.
Yeah. And he's sort of...
Is it Wakabi, I think it was?
Maybe. Or that could be really racist. Who knows?
I'm pretty sure it's Wakabi.
We'll let the internet tell us that.
I felt his transition was weird. I think that was one of my gripes that I had. He had a very weird
that he so quickly
turn.
Yes.
Yeah. So he was like, "Oh, your father couldn't do it for 30 years, so why couldn't you do it on the first time you went after him?"
Right. Yeah.
It's like,
exactly.
Excuse me.
Like, yeah. What are you?
How much respect did you have for your king? For your previous king, exactly.
Yeah, so weird.
And then his army did the same thing during the fight with.
Yeah, they were all like, "Yeah, let's just kill
Eric?
the people that we like."
Yeah. It's like they didn't hesitate. They just
it was,
looked and then started fighting, and I'm like,
very, very strange.
Okay.
Ugh. Because at that point in the film, when the Black Panther shows up again, everything's moot. He can't be king anymore because Black Panther never surrendered and he didn't die. So like the ritual was not complete.
And the guard lady yelled that at him where everyone could hear it.
Yeah.
And yet they still went
it was
with it.
So dumb. Yeah. But good thing the white ape guy showed up.
Yeah, right.
Which, by the way, why would no one have seen them approaching? They were in the middle of a field. Like the middle of a field. Like they were in the middle of a field on a hill. Like they would have seen anyone coming from anywhere miles from there.
True,
but they just popped up surprisingly. Anyway, that's fine.
Maybe he was out of the force field and they couldn't see out of it or something.
Perhaps that's the case. Maybe they have cloaking devices. We don't know.
Yeah. How do they work? It's like magnets.
Yeah. By the way, I like that guy. The ape guy with the mountain crew. The king of that people. He was super cool.
Are you talking about M'Baku?
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Cool.
M'Baku is the big beefy gorilla guy.
Gotcha. Yep, he was really cool.
Someone drew fan art of him being in the Black Panther suit, like outsizing T'Challa.
That's cool.
It's so good.
I'm trying to get through the movie, like this is going through the plot in my mind. Yeah. So bad guy gets into the city. He's like, "Hey, I have a rightful claim to the throne. Why not let me fight T'Challa?" So they're like, "Sure, let's do that." And he kills the guy from Rogue One, who just can't seem to make it through a movie. What's his name? I don't remember. I'm not gonna remember anyone's name. But yeah, the sage guy that's sort of been T'Challa's
Zuri.
mentor. Yes, Zuri.
Yeah,
that
Zuri.
is his name. Got it.
Mr. Forrest Whitaker.
Yes.
Oh, poor Forrest Whitaker.
Yep. He's just an old sage guy that dies a lot.
Yeah, that's really funny. I mean, it's not funny for the character, but that seems to be his typecast now.
Literally, the last time I saw him, that's what he was. He was a little more, a little bit more crazy. But yeah, he was in Rogue One. He was that rebel guy that was too rebellious for the rebels. And they were like, "This guy's nuts." And then he died.
He was Saw Gerrera. Saw Gerrera.
Yep.
Yeah, that character.
Yep. Crushed it. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, that's what I saw him, and that's immediately what I thought of, and I was like, I wonder if he's gonna die. Well, he died. Yep. He died. So he dies. That seems to be Killmonger's sort of like MO for being able to defeat people that he probably shouldn't be able to defeat. Is like just once he gets them upset, gets them angry, and then they lose focus and he can take them out, and that's what he does. He just basically embarrasses T'Challa, which is nuts.
Kicks his booty.
Yep. And throws him off of a waterfall instead of just cutting his head off, making sure he's dead. You gotta be dramatic and throw him off a waterfall. Sure. Whatever, sir. But luckily that ensures that we have a rightful hero. And also there's a token white guy in this. Freaking Bilbo. What's his name?
Oh, the
Freeman.
CIA.
Martin Freeman?
Yeah, the CIA guy.
Yes. What is his name in this movie? Agent Cross? Ross? Agent. His name is Agent. Anyway.
Yeah, Ross. It's Ross.
Yeah, I like his involvement. I like that he was there. It was really cool. It's interesting to see him be a pilot. I cannot wait for him to see Doctor Strange. Like, I want them to just share a little bit of time on screen so badly. Have you watched any of Sherlock?
No.
Okay, so you should probably do that just so you can share in this with me.
Or something?
I have no idea if it was canceled.
I'm pretty sure it canceled after season 3 or something.
Maybe so. It might have just ended because they both have so much other work they're doing, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want.
Oh, was he Watson to?
Yes, he's Watson to Cumberbatch's Sherlock.
That's hilarious.
It's so good.
They're totally gonna play on that too.
Please, I want them to so badly. I want him. I want him to show up. I want Doctor Strange to say something quippy to the agent, and the agent just turn around and be like, "Who are you?" And then just walk away. That would be so perfect to me. If
those writers,
I want it, but he almost certainly he would have to know who Doctor Strange is, and I don't know. But I want that. I just want a little bit of that in Infinity War, please. I want that. Make my whole experience. But yeah. What were we talking about? Yeah, that I liked. Yeah, he was fun. Having him there, having him freak out about all this stuff and learn about Wakanda and things and pilot, and yeah, that was cool.
That's very cool.
Good old Bilbo.
Good old Bilbo. So
and also whatever his character's name is from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Who?
Martin Freeman is the main character from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
He plays the lead in that movie,
which
which I had forgotten until I saw that movie again 2 years ago.
God, I haven't seen that in so long.
Freaked out. Yeah, it's nuts. But anyway, it's cool having him there.
So he throws T'Challa off of the waterfall.
Right, and then
it's like
the
I'm
royal
king.
family vacates along with the white guy, and they find him. They go to the M'Baku.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say his name?
M'Baku.
Yeah, they go to M'Baku's people, and they're like, "Hey, come help us!" Or "Hey," they try to give him the
heart shape,
last remaining
heart herb.
Yeah, heart shaped herb, whatever it is.
Before the evil guy torches it, sets everything on fire,
right.
And it's like, well,
why do this?
I don't know. He could have eaten all of them or something. Come on.
Yeah, well, I mean that, or you're not gonna live forever. You're gonna have a son. Someone's gonna need to have this.
Yeah.
Why burn it? Why?
I don't know.
Stupid. But it made for a really cool shot. I really liked the shot of him.
Yeah, of him standing
down
over
there
the
when everything was on
flaming
fire.
orchid.
Yeah. That was a really cool looking shot.
Agreed.
But anyways, it's dumb. I was just, why would you burn everything? You're gonna have kids.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have an heir. What's
very curious. He hated Black Panther so much that he wanted to be the last one.
I guess. It was also very convenient that they created 2 suits so that he could have his own suit.
Yeah, right.
Why not just show them a mock? Show your brother a mock-up. It's like, these are the 2 things you could have. Which one do you like better? It's like, I like this one. Okay, cool. I'll put my resources into that rather than making 2 different, probably billion-dollar suits each. But okay, whatever.
I like the gold and purple difference, though. That was a nice contrast.
That was cool. Yes,
between
indeed.
the 2 suits.
Complementary colors. Yep. It was cool. Also, about we mentioned his sister earlier, and that I enjoy his sister and their relationship and things of that, and like that. But it was kind of, it was a little bit disappointing finding out that I'd also assumed that maybe he was the genius behind a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And yes, he's intelligent, I'm sure, just to be able to use the things that he has. But it was because I was hoping or feeling like he might be on par with Iron Man. You know what I mean? Where he makes his suit, or he at least engineered it, perhaps, or things of that nature. So it was a little bit disappointing to find that he's not a super genius as well.
Yeah.
But again, he is intelligent. I'm not marking that down, but I'm all right with it, I guess.
You guess, huh?
It just would have been cooler to have this really awesome African guy.
But then at that point, it'd be what difference would it be between him and Iron Man, for the most part, aside from the obvious
charity and sense, mercy?
Mr.
Not being
T'Challa has
not being
kingship and leadership, and
yeah,
Iron Man,
not being a mass
Tony
murderer.
Stark does not.
Yeah. But it's okay. Everybody's got to have a man in the chair, so that's fine. His man in the chair is his little sister, which is cool. Whereas Iron Man's man in the chair is Jarvis, but not anymore.
Who is an AI? Now he's Vision.
Friday or Veronica.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Friday.
Whatever the name of his other one is now. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah. So they discover they're trying to get homeboy ape group man M'Baku. God.
M'Baku.
To take the juice from the last remaining flower thing so that he can get the Panther powers and
save Wakanda.
Save Wakanda
from Mr. Killmonger.
Yes. Then he's like, nah, look, I got your Black Panther right here. We froze him. Pulled him out of the river. He was barely alive, so they kept him on ice and snow to keep him alive, because that's how you keep people alive. And then, yeah. So they gave him the herb, and he was able to yell at his dad and the other Black Panthers.
They were all wrong.
And, yeah.
Those mofos.
And then pop back up and be like, oh, all right, I'm going to go save my country now. I couldn't do it
and
before. I'll
cold.
do it now. Yeah, it's very, very cold. Yeah, that's right. And he does. I mean, with help from everyone. I liked watching his sister and his love interest fight. Mm-hmm. That was cool. I liked watching the Imperial Guard fight against Killmonger.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
That was really cool fights.
The fight scenes were really good. Like,
yes, agreed.
All 4 of them that happened.
Yeah,
it was very good.
Mm-hmm. Despite the lack of Panther suit, they were really good.
Yeah.
I liked watching the 2 Panthers fight midair when they fell down the shaft. Mm-hmm. That was cool. I knew they were going to use the vibranium deactivator things later on when they introduced them. They were like, oh, these things deactivate vibranium. And I was like, oh, well, bet you that'll come back. Thanks for explaining. So that wasn't too big of a shock, but it was a really cool way to kill Killmonger.
Yeah.
It reminded me of, you ever seen, oh gosh.
Oh, it's that time again, ladies and
gentlemen. I could do it.
What's that name?
Gosh. Riddick. The Chronicles of Riddick.
I've never seen Chronicles of Riddick.
Okay.
Not a big fan of Vin Diesel, but...
I don't know which film this is. I think it's either the first or the third. It might be the first. Because there's 3, and one of them is animated. I'm pretty sure it's the second one.
Okay. What's your point?
Vin Diesel's fighting he fights the bad guy at the end of one of these, and he's fighting them with a knife or a sword or whatever it is he's fighting them with. And this bad guy has this ability to like sort of teleport, but he like phases really quickly is what he does. Mm-hmm. And it leaves this trail of sort of like where he's going to end up, so you can see where he's going. It's still really fast for most people, so they can't do anything about it. But Riddick, through fighting him, sort of learns to predict his movements, and so this guy phases.
Dragon Ball fight going on,
right? And so Riddick turns and like stabs the shadow of where this guy is going to be, like in the head. So when the guy shows up there, he just has a knife in his head.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah,
nice.
that's pretty sweet. It reminded me of this moment where he just gets the vibranium to phase away, then stabs him, and then the vibranium comes back and just kind of holds the knife there. What a great day. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was pretty
good. So that's Black Panther. Woo! I enjoy a couple of the themes in this movie, even though the themes are, I think, really heavy. Mm-hmm. in that like it's definitely based on family.
Oh yeah, family's a big part of it.
It's
and tradition,
a huge part
family
of
and
this.
tradition.
Family and tradition, yeah, definitely.
Those are
and just
probably
sort
the
of
biggest themes.
Yeah, learning that your parents aren't perfect, or that maybe where you come from or the way things have been done doesn't mean that's the best way to do it or the only way to do it, especially now. But yeah, definitely learning the follies of the people that have come before you, and learning that these people that you've put on a pedestal, they are imperfect. Like that's a thing we all have to learn. Like hopefully we don't all learn that our fathers killed their brother, but at some point we learn that people aren't.
But sacrifices are made, so everybody makes sacrifices.
Yeah, that's another big thing in this one as well. Yeah. Definitely, and the burden of leadership.
Yep.
Nuts. Those cool things. What did you think about themes and stuff? What did you learn from this movie?
I learned that you shouldn't leave children behind, or they will grow up to be a murderous freak who tries to take your birthright from your father.
Indeed.
But yeah, that was another thing. It's the children. The children are very important. You should never leave anyone behind.
Yeah. And just let your kids clean it up.
Yeah, right.
That's all good.
That's and if you do, you'll have a bigger problem later down the line.
Absolutely.
And if you have the ability to help, you should help people, and not stick by the wayside.
Yep. Gosh.
Like Wakanda did.
Really cool. Yeah, exactly. But they're changing that. Things are gonna get better.
Yeah.
Really cool.
It's very, very. What's you call it? It's the themes were good. The story, the lessons and stuff that it teaches are good lessons. Yeah. In the sense of, even for Disney, it's like, wow, Disney likes to teach family moral values and stuff.
They do. Yeah. Well, I think it's a movie about progression.
Yeah.
And the fact that progression isn't only in the form of technology. These people had the most progressed technology on the planet at the time, but they weren't very progressive in the way they were using it, or the way they were helping others, or the way they were reaching out. And it took a dethroning and a murder and all of this for us to get to that point.
And the threat of world domination.
Yes, actually, yeah. Oh gosh. All that for people to sort of understand and get to the point where they're like, oh, we should be using this stuff to help people. That's a good idea. Let's do that.
Probably a good idea.
Oh. What do you think we'll see in Black Panther 2?
I think we'll see a more modern setting, like after the fact they established their reach out programs and stuff. I think we'll be seeing a lot more New York-y vibes like they do.
Yeah.
And his establishment in the concrete jungle as opposed to the rainforest jungle.
Yeah. Do you think, so like, now that he's had his solo film, do you think they'll move to sort of like what Ragnarok has done and what Civil War has done, and then we're like more movies with more heroes in it?
I wouldn't mind seeing that. I don't know if they will or not, but
I think it would be really cool to see a movie or a Marvel movie that just sort of involves some of the really heavy tech geniuses and users.
Oh yeah, like so I would love to
like
see
with him.
Iron Man and Rocket and like
yes,
and T'Challa's sister.
I want to.
So
yes, and I want to see one with Ant-Man in there too. Like just him
I still have yet to see that
popping by. Oh, you haven't seen the Ant-Man movie?
I told you this.
I know you have, and I forget that because I love you, and I just assume that.
And I
you've
forget
seen
the things you
movies.
say. It's fine.
I just forgive and forget all of your follies.
But the girl that plays Kate in Lost is the Wasp in Ant-Man and Wasp, so I might see it because I hate her, but I think she's funny. The look on her face never changes. She looks completely bewildered by everything, and I just hate that expression on people's faces.
That's awesome.
Like, please find yourself. but it's like
I love that.
I don't know. Maybe Lost has been a long time, so maybe she's improved. But I do like her, so I might look at the Ant-Man movie. Cool. Maybe. No, I'll watch it soon. At least before Infinity War comes out.
Yeah, do that. Gosh, yeah. So yeah, I think that would be a cool movie to see. Maybe another heist thing. Maybe another thing where there's this sort of a technological villain or rival or someone trying to steal secrets. Mm-hmm. Hammer could get back into it somehow. There's different things of that nature. It'd be cool. Be interesting to see. Yeah. I don't know too much about. I don't know really anything about the comics for Black Panther, so
yeah.
Maybe I should get into it. Someone suggested them to me recently, so I was just like, okay, I guess I should.
Probably should. We only know half of the Marvel universe, as opposed to the comic books.
Probably. Yeah, not even half. We know.
Yeah, we know like a quarter,
cinematic
maybe.
Universe. Yeah, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see more. I'm so pumped for Infinity War.
Yeah,
I'm so ready.
It's gonna be good.
Super excited. But yeah,
what's coming next? What's after Black Panther?
Infinity War is the next one.
Is it Infinity War?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Probably is.
Because that's in May. I don't think anything's happening between now and May.
It's definitely like it's 3 months away. Jeez.
Yeah, I think. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp was happening this year. Is there another Marvel one this year? I don't remember. Where did I put my phone? Come to me, phone.
Gosh, it's coming to a head, Ethan.
Yeah, it really is. And so, like,
entire story arc.
As far as I remember, I think originally Infinity War was slated for 2 installations or
there's going to be 2 parts to it.
Okay, I was wondering if that was still a thing. Okay, let's see. Exclusive Voltron Legendary Defender Season 5 clip. Oh,
it has nothing to do with our current subject.
Look, it shows up on Google. I'm excited for that. That'll be in March, I think. Season 5 is coming.
Yeah.
Super excited. You'll have to watch all of it so you can watch that.
Will I?
Yeah.
Will I, Ethan?
Or I can just do an episode on it. That's fine.
That sounds like a Michael episode.
I don't think he's watched it.
Oh, yeah? I don't know. I might watch it. I've seen a few.
I mean, you don't necessarily have to. Like, we've done episodes where it's just me or just one of, like, either me or David chatting about one thing that we like that the other doesn't know about. As long as you can give me good conversation, that's fine.
Well, at that point,
like the conversation we're having right now for all our listeners,
it would be like a spoilery thing because I do plan to watch it, and I just don't know when I'm going to watch it.
Oh my gosh, Eddie! There are 4 seasons out,
and there's like 6 episodes in each season, right?
That's not true. No, the first 2 seasons are full. 13, yeah, 12 to 13 episodes each. And then season 3 and 4, they cut into small ones. So 3 is 7, 4 is 6. I think 5 will follow that same short episode run idea. But we'll see. Gosh, no, it's such a good show. Such a good show.
I'm not a fan of like mechas, like giant mechas.
Right. I get that. But this has a lot more to do with
the story and character-driven things.
It really does. It honestly does.
You know how many times I've heard that about things like... I don't know,
but what have you heard it about?
Gundam Wing and like things like that.
Yeah, I feel like this, though, in comparison with other mecha anime, has far less to do with the Roybit or the fact that it's a giant Roybit. You know what I mean? He is an integral part of it. Just watch it. It's good. It's really, really good. It's really fun, too. And the guy that plays Karan, or however you say his name, was in Jumanji, and he was great. He was the...
Man, I'm going to go watch it right now.
It was the guy it was the NPC that drove the bus.
I remember you saying that.
So good. So fun. Anyways, it's great. You should watch it. Um, yeah, I was just looking at Marvel movies. Nothing else from the Marvel Studios this year. We're getting Deadpool and we're getting Venom. Which, why would you put out a Venom trailer where you don't see Venom in it?
You know, the same reason you would make Spider-Man 3 about Venom and just screw everything up.
Why?
Yeah.
Show me Venom. Like, show me what I'm going to go see.
Yeah. Show us what...
Don't give me a minute and a half of
Well,
nothing.
in that same vein, Mr. Ethan, you do like to say, "Oh, why did I watch this trailer? It spoils everything."
No, I understand that. I don't like spoiling plot points. But show me the character dressed up. Like, which Black Panther trailer didn't have Black Panther in it?
Yeah.
Dressed as Black Panther. Like
Maybe
what Spider-Man trailer didn't have Spider-Man in it? Like, what?
Maybe they're trying to keep it a surprise, Ethan. They want to make
what?
you see.
Why? That can only mean that it looks bad. That must mean that it looks bad.
This is Sony produced, isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe it'll be good. They've been doing well, but
I mean,
I suppose we'll see.
They did well in that they made a good decision to have Marvel take a good, strong hold of Spider-Man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I
but
mean,
then for
like
this,
Logan.
I feel like they were less okay with sharing that role.
Yeah.
Although it is connected. Supposedly, it's been confirmed that it's connected to the rest of the universe. But it's weird because I see don't in the trailer you see like the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm pretty sure, and I'm like, why are we in San Francisco? Isn't this supposed to be in New York? But whatever, we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's fine. I think supposedly, Homeboy was on set for some of this film.
Homeboy is
from Homecoming.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
The kid.
Yes.
I see.
Peter Parker. Whoever plays him. Mother of pearl.
Many people have played Peter Parker.
Tom Holland. Got it. We got it.
Got it. We made it.
Got there. Oh. Oh, good stuff. Anyway, you watching anything good right now, Eddie?
I just watched the reboot trailer. We both just watched the
gosh,
reboot
that's
trailer.
right. We weren't on pod when we were talking about that. That looks bad.
It's going to be so bad. Netflix, what are you
looks
doing?
That just looks like a
I
Disney
can bet
Channel
that
original movie.
it's going to be good with the kids, though. Kids are going to love that.
Maybe. Hopefully it will. Because, even for me, like, Reboot was great when I was a kid watching Reboot. I would not go back and watch it now. So maybe that's what it's for.
Maybe.
I mean, obviously it's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not,
oh no, I'm not gonna.
I hope it's not for me. I hope they're not intending to shoot this to the people that are adults now who watched it when they were kids. Because
wrong.
Very bad
decision.
idea. Yeah, bad decision.
Netflix.
But it looks very much in the vein of Power Rangers and Jumanji
yeah. I did
Ready
get
Player
that
One.
vibe.
We got to get in on this. So yeah.
Get the nerd money.
Yeah,
get all the nerd money, Mr. Spielberg's doing it. We can do it.
Get that, get that adolescent nerd money. We'll see. Oh, gosh.
Almost done with Lost. I'm on season 6, which is the last season.
Gotcha. Good luck.
You cut out. What was that?
I said good luck.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, it's I enjoy Lost. It's a weird. It's. I don't know. It's just a weird thing to enjoy, but it's really good in my opinion. But I'm not at the end yet.
It was huge when it was on,
yeah,
right?
Oh, yeah,
I think most people, the thing that made people angry about it was the end.
Yeah.
But it was still a big deal whenever it was on TV. So I understand liking. I mean, that's like saying it's weird to like freaking The Walking Dead, even though that show's terrible. But
oh man.
Everybody likes it.
Gonna get all the hate mail from all of our listeners.
It's bad. It's not good.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's not the worst show. It's all right. It's fine.
I'm watching. I started the second season of the Shannara Chronicles.
Oh,
that's pretty fun.
That's the
it's a good time.
futuristic
Apocalyptic, yeah,
with
like
the
Middle Earth
elves
thing.
and orcs and
Yes,
stuff. Yeah,
accurate. Actually, so I misspoke. I don't think there are any orcs in it. They're just referring to them as demons.
What's the point then?
look here. There weren't going to be Warcraft orcs anyway.
Okay, point taken.
If anything, they would have been like the
big beefy
Lord of the
green
Rings
men.
orcs.
It's fine.
No. You can have your big beefy green men. Yeah, it's good. It was a good time. So I recently started watching The Magicians, and I actually really like it.
The Magicians.
It's on Netflix. It's really cool. Yeah,
is it live action?
Yes, it's a live action thing based on a book series, I think, by the same name.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
is that?
It's like if Hogwarts were a grad school,
okay,
and you didn't find out about magic until you were in college.
Okay, it's not a teen
Comparable
fiction
thing.
book.
I don't think so. I maybe, but it's
like
everyone.
Two pictures come to mind when two like cover pictures. Since I worked at a bookstore, it's like I think I've seen something like that.
The thumbnail on Netflix is like a chick floating with a bunch of books around her that are also floating.
Maybe not then.
Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. People learn magic and stuff, and it's interesting. And there's a weird subplot of a bad guy trying to come into the real world from another dimension.
Freddy Krueger,
yada. And there's or the Mothman. And there's you're given this so like the main character is this loser kind of guy who loves magic
Harry
and magic
Potter.
tricks and loved reading about
lives under his parents' staircase in the
maybe
cupboard.
So. But he would always read these books, which seem to be like comparable to like Chronicles of Narnia type deal, where these kids go into this other dimension where magic exists and all that stuff, and he's really liked them. And now we're learning maybe the books were about a real place
Oh my god!
Yeah,
take me through
mind-bending.
your wardrobe, Mr. Aslan.
They actually went through a clock, but that's all right.
Oh man! Well, got to go through somewhere, some mystical, obscure, weird thing to walk into. Who
really
closed
cool
themselves in a cupboard, in a wardrobe?
Yep. It's fun though. It's been a good time. It's been distracting me from finishing the Shannara Chronicles. So, that's good.
Sounds pretty interesting though. Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty intriguing. They're like hour-long episodes, and like 4.5 episodes in. It's pretty cool. I like the way they do magic.
They wave their wands
a lot of,
and shout
they don't
Latin.
have wands. It's all hand symbols and things, and then they have spells that are like witch things,
so we've
or
got
you have different ingredients.
Doctor Strange magic.
Yeah, comparable. I'd say.
Without
and
the
decent
ring.
effects, I think, for TV, because it's a series that airs. I don't know if it's still ongoing on TV, and it's just been moved to Netflix.
I see.
So it's not a Netflix original or anything made for Netflix, but good for something that would have aired on television.
Indeed. Brilliant.
Yep. Well, yep, that's where I'm at. Those are my recommendations at the moment. Let's see. Where can people find us? Thank you for listening to yet another episode of Those Nerds You Know. Please let us know how you feel about Black Panther. I highly recommend it. It's a good movie.
It is
Go
good.
see it.
It's very good.
You can let us know how you feel about it on Twitter at TNYKPod, also on Facebook at TNYKPod or Those Knows You Know. You can find us on YouTube as well. You can also find the pod on iTunes and oh gosh, what's the one for Google? You know it, Google Play. Jesus.
And Podbean.
iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, yes, Stitcher, Castbox, and maybe a few others. I don't know.
Probably.
Look for it. You'll find
on
it.
the internet. It's fine.
Yeah, I just give them to the internet and say, hey, just do with this what you wish.
Distribute them evenly, please.
Get this to the people that want it. But yeah, let us know. We also have a Gmail, thosenerdsyouknowpod at gmail.com. Write in, let us know what you feel, what you liked about Black Panther, what you didn't like. If you're excited as we are for Infinity War, I'm so pumped.
So good. It's gonna be so good.
Let us know about those things. Let us know what you're watching, what you like. Just, talk to us and stuff. Again, let us know if there's anything you want us to watch and talk about. But that's about it. Right, Eddie?
That's about it.
Okay, my name's Ethan.
I'm Eddie.
And we are those nerds you know.
Bye.